Hello everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. This video is dedicated to my nephew Shmuel Yitzchak and his wife Sarah upon the birth of their son Eliyahu. Mazel tov to you. You should go from one simcha to the next. Mazel tov to your parents, mazel tov to your grandparents, mazel tov to your uncle. In this week's Parashas Bamidbar, the Torah gives us a connection to the upcoming holiday of Shavuos. We mentioned this last year, that the Torah says when you count the Jewish people, so the Torah uses the language of Su'u is kol es rosh hadas b'nei Yisrael, count the people. Now literally it actually means to lift up the heads of each person. So Rav Moshe Feinstein asks, why does the Torah use this peculiar language of lifting up each person's head instead of counting? So he explains that in a certain sense, the Torah is kind of giving everybody a pick-me-up. Here you have Moses, and here you had Jews who weren't as high as Moses. And at the end of the day, everybody realized that each person counts the exact same way that Moses counts. And it infused people with a little pick-me-up. Now, when it comes to the holiday of Shavuos, when it comes to our Torah learning, so some of us may feel, I'm not such a good Torah learner. However, I want to explain to you two things about when it comes to Torah learning, that it's different than everything else that you've done. First of all, Torah, there's no race. It's not a race. It's not about who can finish more, or who can read more, who can learn more. It's not a race. As a matter of fact, we have a teaching in the tractate Avos, Ethics of Our Fathers, which teaches us, Lo alecha malacha ligmar, it's not up to you to complete the work. However, vi'ata ben chern li'pater mimenu, you are also not free to desist from it, which means you have to do what you have to do. However long it takes you is however long it takes you. There's no race. Hashem just wants to know something. Are you learning Torah? Are you trying to come a little closer to Him? You are. That is how you can accept Torah upon yourself. Last year we spoke about the idea how you can accept Torah upon yourself. That's by learning something specific. This year we're accepting the Torah upon ourselves by realizing that we actually have to learn, and Hashem wants us to grow, to climb our proverbial ladder. The second idea is that when it comes to learning Torah, Hashem is not going to judge anybody on how much knowledge they actually have. Some people are born with a limited scope of knowledge, and some people are born with slower brains. Nevertheless, Hashem wants them to learn. It's not about how much you understand. Hashem wants to see how much you're toiling, how much you're trying. Because when it comes to Torah study, we actually get credit for trying. So here you're repeating the same thing over and over again, it's just not going into your head. You go and learn it again, it's not going. To Hashem, that person has the same equal amount of reward as somebody who Torah comes to him like this, and he's able to finish one tractate after the next, and we're able to repeat all the 5 books of Moses by heart. It doesn't matter. Hashem just wants your heart. He wants to know what do you want? Hashem wants to know, what do you want? So when we talk about a Kabbalah Torah, when we talk about re-accepting the Torah, as we are trying to reenact what happened a few thousand years ago, Hashem wants us to know where we are holding. That's what Hashem wants to know. And He wants us to ask ourselves, where are we holding? And we shouldn't be put off by the possibility that I'm not going to get much credit for my learning because I don't know anything. To that, no, you'll get credit for trying. And Hashem also doesn't want us to be put off by the idea that I'm never going to get anywhere. I'm always going to be in last place. This is not a rat race. Nobody's running. Nobody's chasing after each other. You're running your own race over here. And Hashem just wants to know, are you trying, my son or my daughter? Yes or no? That's all He wants to know. Can't fool yourself. You have to be trying obviously you have a certain potential, and Hashem wants you to tap into that potential. But Shavuos is about, that's it. I'm ready to start over. I'm ready to get running. I'm ready to get going. It doesn't matter. The more you try, the more you'll do, as we spoke last week, and you'll be considered a holich. You'll be going, and with that, you'll have success. Have an amazing Shabbos. Have an amazing, enjoyable holiday. Don't eat too much cheesecake, but enjoy.